Hi, my name is Aiden Gill, and today I will be giving a speech over the Module 3 Mastery Assignment, or Mastery Assignment 3. Picture this: you see the stock value of your company plummeting as a result of an executive mistakenly sending out one tweet. One thoughtless tweet, a few lines of written text, could create a mass amount of media buzz, angry customers, and the question of the very judgment of the leaders in your company. Last week, our company found itself in a crisis when one of the executives sent out a tweet that contained private financial information. What was meant to be a private message was on social media in seconds. This tweet immediately spiraled into online posts and hit financial platforms almost immediately after. This tweet generated backlash, changed the public's view, and had an effect on our employees' morale. This tweet not only affected our employees' morale, but also holds us back from future success. In my career as a senior communications advisor with experience dealing with crises, I have worked closely with legal, HR, and public relations individuals over the last 2 weeks. Together, we have viewed the damage, looked at the studies, and devised a plan. With this, we need a new company policy to ensure it never happens again. The thoughtless tweet of private information permanently damaged the public view and trust of the entire company. A tweet posted by one of our leaders disclosed private financial information that was never meant to be shared on the internet and violated our company guidelines. But what was the result? A 12% drop in our stock price within less than 48 hours. Not to mention the endless media buzz, angry customers, and the bad public view of our company. But the damage to our company was not only on the outside. As a company, employees began to question their confidence in their leaders. Trust was our most important asset, and it slowly began to disappear. If the leaders of this company have no consequences for their actions, then what risks do our employees have? This was a question commonly asked by our employees. Deleting the tweets means nothing when the lack of leadership and accountability are present in our workplace. With no policy to ensure this wouldn't happen again, we did not have any way to prevent this mistake. This incident not only represents one mistake, but also shows us a problem we had in our company. So the answer was not just to apologize, but to create new guidelines to prevent this from happening again. With that being said, let's look into how our new digital communications policy reduces the risk. This policy has clear, new additions to limit future accidental media posts, such as this one. All employees, especially top leaders, are required to attend monthly training on our digital communication rules, privacy expectations, and legal compliance, according to the policy. Nevertheless, not every executive will be exempt. Additionally, the legal and communications teams must review any media posts from our leadership before they are made public, including articles, press releases, and social media posts. These were all purposeful steps to create the appropriate amount of accountability. Nobody on our team should have unlimited access to the company's public voice. This policy is not meant to punish anyone, but it is meant to protect our employees and the company as a whole. It is meant to provide for the employees, protect our identity, and keep sensitive information private. Now that we have came up with a solution, let's learn how the policy will provide protection and value for the future to come. This policy will build trust for our customers through accountability, trust, and proper leadership. This policy delivers a strong message to customers that our leadership acted quickly to restore trust values. To our employees, the policy demonstrates that the company's leaders are held to the same standards as them. the addition of a new hotline that will grant people the ability to report any issues in our company's future. This hotline is intended to provide everyone with a voice and feeling of empowerment to expect the company to maintain a higher level of integrity. Every company will have major problems, but the successful ones learn from their mistakes. Additionally, character is not built by avoiding trouble, but by learning from your mistakes and building on them. Our company believes this is a good start towards announcing to our customers that we are sorry, and that we assure them it will never happen again. We find ourselves in a difficult spot, but it can also be a turning point for our company's success. Let's conclude on this speech and finish discussing how this policy will aid our company. The information integrity policy is much more than a simple solution to our mistakes. It is a step toward preventing mistakes in the future, whether tweets, also restores employee attitude, and rebuilding trust with every customer we serve. We started with the consequences of the leaked tweet. We came up with a new policy that will certainly provide a better promise that this will never happen again. Additionally, we discussed the way that this new policy rebuilds trust and shows our commitment to transparency, leadership, and accountability. A careless tweet came very close to destroying our company's reputation, but with leadership and immediate action, we can turn this crisis into a positive turning point, a start of a smarter and more trusted experience for everyone that crosses paths with our company. Thank you.